The rider's voice tore me away from the strokes of my mental paintbrush. I reddened as he approached and tried to wipe some of the mud from my dress, succeeding only in smudging it farther down the front. The contrast between us grew clearer and more painful with each step. Tooled in gold across the rider's breastplate was the rampant figure of a dragon, the symbol of House Darred, and on the hilt of the sword slung over his shoulder, I caught the blood-red glimmer of a lamia's Heartstone. As my younger sister Mari once told me, the serpentine, scythe-wielding monsters called lamias were one of the Takari, sworn foes of humankind. A lamia's Heartstone would be a worthy pommel gem for a Darred's blade. My gaze trailed from his Heartstone to his face, and a new chill ran through me, though this one wasn't so much fear as a healthy dose of embarrassment. Blast. He would be handsome. Of course, he could have looked like the wrong side of a troll and his appearance would have still made me blush. By rights, this Darred shouldn't have been here at all. Merybourne Manor sat at the heart of a poor county, the smallest in the island kingdom of Arle. Lord Merybourne ruled over farmers, craftspeople, and the occasional merchant, but no one rich or distinguished, and it had taken us months to scrounge enough to meet the bond price for a band of riders. My father, the manor clerk, and an old friend of Lord Merybourne had spent weeks running the sums to see how we could afford it. 5 riders, 5 mounts, and food and lodging for a fortnight, in return for which they'd hunt down and slay the griffon horde that plagued us. At 20 silver dragonbacks per rider, the commission cost the manor a total of 100 dragonbacks. Or, by my more practical calculation, the entire income of Merybourne Manor in a year. Still, it had to be done. Lord Merybourne had sent the letters to the capital, Edenall, and prayed some of the riders would answer. And they had. It was only when my father received their signed contracts that we realised one of the riders was a Darred. Lord Merybourne had just about choked on his soup when Papa handed him the contracts, Master Darred's on top. Other riders could win over the bear-like barons, and some of the older bloodlines could bond with smaller winged wyverns, but the Darreds alone, descended from legendary warrior Eden the Fireborn, were dragon masters. Naturally, that entitled them to charge just about any bond price they liked, which, as we'd heard, was upward of 15 gold dragonbacks per day. Yet this Darred had signed Lord Merybourne's contract, accepting 20 silver dragonbacks for a whole fortnight's work. Knowing that, I expected I wasn't the only one who'd look on him with suspicion. Admiration and gratitude, of course, but suspicion too. No Darred in their right mind would stoop to visit Hart's Run on so slight a temptation as 20 dragonbacks. But here he was, striding toward me along the overgrown garden path, that striking, battle-scarred face set in a look that confirmed my fears. Merybourne Manor was the last place in Arle he wanted to be. And here I was, the first of the manor folk to greet Master Darred, sweaty, dirt-stained, hair all a muss, and staring like a half-witted schoolgirl. Perfect. I dropped into the curtsy I used for strangers of uncertain rank, unsavoury solicitors, and the man at the market who sells cut-rate mutton. As I straightened, I touched the 4 fingers of my right hand to my forehead in greeting. "Morning, sir." With a flick of his wrist, he returned the gesture. Dark eyes under brows sharp as knives raked across my face and dress, and, apparently not finding anything there to his liking, he fixed his gaze somewhere just over my head. "What's the quickest way to Lord Merybourne?" "If you follow the path, it'll take you to the front of the manor house. There'll be someone at the door to show you in." Darred pushed past me, muttering something that might have been thank you, though it just as easily might have been a rude word in the dragon tongue F. He didn't get far. Unheard by either of us, Tobble and a dozen other hobgoblins had crept from the undergrowth as we spoke, crowding onto the path to watch our exchange. Their mossy green skin blended into the flagstones so well.